Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holland. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
He was brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Feldman. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Feldman, he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
On the play, it's 2nd down.
Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
58 yards.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. First and 10, Taylor now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
14.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Feldman. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Feldman. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw on 2nd down. Feldman. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Griffin. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Feldman. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down.
First down, Buffalo.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. That's out to the left, flat and complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets' 27-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Jason Sanders.
From 3 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 17. Mike 60. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Looking to throw. Feldman. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
39-yard line.
Back to throw. Feldman. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tanner Muse came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Taken in by Michael Pittman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking
all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards on the ground. On first and 10. Feldman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Feldman. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at their 49-yard line.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Bills first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Feldman. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. The final shot before break. Feldman. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Throwing on first down. Feldman. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Feldman. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Keep it up. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Throwing again. Feldman. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Feldman. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
By the Bills.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 29. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 52. Check 24. Check 24. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check, check. Fresno. 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 Street.
Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Set. Viking 18. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Jason Sanders.
From 6 yards away. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
42.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Off play action. Feldman, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
From the gun, Feldman. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Looking to throw. Feldman. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's now 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Feldman. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Feldman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
28-yard gain.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And a short gain here down to the 22.
He was taken.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 13 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Feldman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Taylor. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. Feldman. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The Jets on 3rd down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Feldman. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
On 1st down.
It's Taylor. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 17. Check, 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 check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Feldman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Feldman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Feldman. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Watch tight end, watch tight end.
They run with Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Get in the weight room. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Here we go, here we go. 45.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. We want this. 53 is the Mike.
They'll look to throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 77, Jets 6. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Mike 17. You. Mike 79 Bronco. All day. 17's Mike.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.